There's no such thing as sight reading. D major scale, spelling and visualization. Remember, no scale sheets. Scale sheets make you worse. We're going to do 2 octaves with treble clef. Just because most of my students play treble clef instruments, I don't mind doing more of these with the bass clef. If any of you guys want, just let me know. Visualize the staff, 5 lines and 4 spaces. Close your eyes if it makes it easier. There's going to be a treble clef over on the left, and there's going to be 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp in the key signature. That's how we know that the song is in the key of D major. It also tells us which associated scales and chords to look for. We'll talk about that later. First note of the scale is a low D, below the staff. Picture it as a half note. We're going to make all the notes half notes at first. Stems pointing up. Next we have E on the bottom line, then F sharp on the bottom space, which is sharp on the left, G is the second line from the bottom, A is the second space from the bottom, B is the middle line. This is where the stems turn around and come back down. C sharp is the second space from the top with the sharp on the left, D is the second line from the top, E is the top space, F sharp is the top line with the sharp on the left, G sitting on top of the staff, A is on the first ledger line above the staff, B is above the first ledger line, C sharp's on the second ledger line above the staff with the sharp on the left, and D is above the second ledger line. Then coming back down, C sharp is the second ledger line above the staff with the sharp on the left. B is above the first ledger line. A is on the first ledger line. G sitting on top of the staff. F sharp is the top line with the sharp on the left. Picture the sharp next to the note in your head. See it in your mind's eye. That way when you're playing in this key, if the sharp isn't next to the note because it's in the key signature, you still see it that way in your head. E is going to be the top space, D is the second line from the top, C sharp's the second space from the top with a sharp on the left, B is the middle line, A is the second space from the bottom, G is the second line from the bottom, F sharp's the bottom space with sharp on the left, E is the bottom line, and D is below the staff. Remember to practice this away from your instrument. You have to be able to do this without playing before you can do it and play at the same time. You have to be able to juggle 1 ball before you can juggle 2. Once you know the note names and the visualization, you can go through the rest of the scale procedure, play it in half notes to get the melody, then quarter notes, then the scale pattern. Then when you're playing in the key of D, you know the notes and the sound in advance. You think the D scale and follow the direction line. Focus your attention on the rhythm where it belongs. Remember, if you want to learn how to read, you have to learn how to spell. My name's Mark Dooley. I've been a private music teacher for 36 years, focused on practical theory and music literacy. If you want to hear more, follow me. If you'd like lessons, contact me. And if you can learn how to read words, you can learn how to read music.